Hello viewers, on today's news. In the biggest show of resistance to date against far-right President Javier Milei, Argentinian workers have taken to the streets for a general strike, bringing swaths of downtown Buenos Aires to a standstill. It was an unprecedented mobilization. Never before in modern Argentinian history has a mass strike been called less than 7 weeks into a new presidency. But leaders from Argentina's largest labor union say the nationwide protests reflect the urgency they feel as Milei pursues radical economic and political reforms he likens to shock therapy. Thousands of protesters swarmed the square in front of Argentina's Congress on Wednesday, denouncing Milei's sweeping plans to overhaul the government, privatize public industries, and slash spending. Some banged pots and carried signs accusing Milei of being a traitor. Other banners featured the portrait of working-class icon Evita Perón. Elizabeth Gutierrez made her way to the gathering after working an overnight shift as a nurse. She explained she was motivated by steep increases in food prices since Milei took office. "Before we used to have asados barbecues every Sunday, not now. Even rice is very expensive," Gutierrez said. "Rents have shot up. You can't live off your salary anymore. It's not enough. The people are here to defend their nation," she added. Another protester, 63-year-old retiree Alicia Pereira, voiced opposition to Milei's efforts to deregulate the economy, including plans to modernize labor law and ditch rent regulation. "He wants us to be slaves," Pereira said, draped in an Argentinian flag. Pereira worried about her ability to make ends meet in the face of Milei's reforms. Her retirement income amounts to only 85,000 pesos per month, about $70. She said basic necessities had become so costly under Milei that she is unsure whether she will be able to access the medicine she needs for a chronic illness. Even small luxuries are now out of reach. Pereira described how she and her husband opted for orange juice instead of wine to make their New Year's toast for 2024, breaking a long-running family tradition. Argentina had already been suffering from record triple-digit inflation when Milei took office on December 10th. Elected on the promise that he would fix the sputtering economy, Milei quickly moved to implement austerity measures that he said were needed to get Argentina's finances in order. In his inauguration address, he warned the country that Argentina's situation would get worse before it got better. And he was right. One of his earliest measures was to devalue the Argentinian peso by 54%, which accelerated the already sky-high inflation rates. According to the National Institute for Statistics and Census's Index, Argentina ended 2023 with annual inflation of 211.4%, the steepest rate in Latin America, surpassing even Venezuela. That trend is expected to slow consumer spending, which Manoukian said will likely result in a recession and an uptick in unemployment and poverty. 4 in 10 Argentines were already in poverty when Milei took office, according to national data. Luis Testa, a cab driver who voted for Milei, said he still backs the president even as he makes cuts in his day-to-day expenses. "We need to give him a chance. Let's give him a year," Testa said. "And if, for a year, all of us have to eat beans, we'll eat beans." Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel.